Hola, les habla su presentador JB Nuñez y
Robert Giordano
del Lenguetazo. Hoy en nuestra 13ª edición Alfombra Roja de nuestro show El Lenguetazo, el nuevo programa de VURTV digital, Venezolanos Unidos Radio TV, donde les estaremos informando de todo lo relacionado a los eventos más glamurosos, las alfombras rojas y los chismes de farándula más importantes que acontecen aquí en la ciudad de Hollywood. Comencemos hoy con nuestra 13ª edición Alfombra Roja con la celebración del 60 aniversario de la primera estación de radio de Los Ángeles, KPFK 90.7 FM. KPFK 90.7 FM es una estación de radio patrocinada por el oyente con sede en North Hollywood, California, Estados Unidos, que sirve al sur de California y también transmite las 24 horas del día a través de Internet. Fue la segunda de 5 estaciones de red no comercial patrocinada por el oyente de la Fundación Pacífica. KPFK 90.7 FM comenzó a emitir en abril de 1959, 12 años después que la Fundación Pacífica fuera creada por el pacifista Lewis Hill, y 10 años después de la fundación de la estación insignia de la red KPFA en Berkeley. Con su transmisor principal de 110.000 vatios en la cima del Monte Wilson, KPFK es una de las estaciones de FM más poderosas del oeste de Estados Unidos. La estación se puede escuchar desde la frontera de California y México a Santa Bárbara Rispers, China Lake, y un segundo traductor de 10 vatios tiene la licencia en Isla Vista, California, un lugar designado por el censo de las afueras de Santa Bárbara. El transmisor de esa estación se encuentra en el pico de Gibraltar, lo que permite que su transmisión se escuche en una gran parte del sur del condado de Santa Bárbara.
That's right. How do you feel about being here at the 60th annual KPFK Awards Gala?
Oh, I think it's a great idea. I really think KPFK warrants it, and I think everything we can do to make people aware of KPFK moves the world a little closer to being civilized.
And do you have any fun projects you're working on at the moment? The podcast you were talking about?
Well, I'm just putting my opening remarks together in a book. Everyone's been telling me to do that, so I'm learning to master the computer so that I can do that.
It's very nice talking to you. Have a great time. Thank you. So, please tell me, how do you feel about being here at the 60th annual KPFK Award Gala?
Well, I haven't actually been at KPFK for 60 years, so I don't know what it's like in the longest stretch, but I've been there for a while, and I know that. I hope its future is better than its past, but it does have an extraordinary past. It has an amazing archives of historical importance.
Yeah.
So, and this is a time when we couldn't be more divided in this country. The stakes couldn't be higher. And, we're a minority voice. We're not Fox News. We don't have those kind of resources. And so we've got a big job to do to combat fake news, even though the president calls everything but Fox fake news. The reality is quite the opposite.
That's right. And could you tell us any exciting projects you're working on at the moment?
Well, I do a daily program, so I get whiplashed and whipsawed every day by Donald Trump. So that's not exciting. In fact, it's compromising. You feel in many ways that you're being complicit in being manipulated to distract the public from what's really happening. So it's hard for me to say what I'm doing because every day, something happens somewhere in the world. I know what I'm doing tomorrow, but it's pretty hard when you do a daily news program. It's a news analysis program, so I'm trying to analyze what's happening in the news. So
that's a great undertaking, though.
Yeah, well, it is. It's necessary.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's
Thank you for talking to us.
Okay.
Alan Minsky, and I was the longtime program director at KPFK Radio. I currently am still on staff as senior producer, and I'm also the executive director of Progressive Democrats of America.
Amazing. So you must be very excited to be here at the 60th anniversary.
Yes, it's great. It's a great, incredible institution. It's a great radio station. I think it's been as influential in... Look, California used to be the seat of Reaganism. It is now one of the most progressive metropolitan areas, not only in the country, but in the world, and I think KPFK has been as central as any institution in Southern California to that evolution. So,
How have you been helping KPFK to reach that evolution?
well, by the time I come in, it's already a great place, and sort of keeping it going and just strengthening this programming as much as I could while I was program director, and bringing on new shows that fit the 21st century as well, and had digital outreach, and continuing on the incredible work. We're standing on the shoulders of giants. So yeah.
And any exciting projects that stick out in your mind that you'd like to talk to us about?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Tough question. Yeah, sure.
Well, I just think, again, KPFK, is absolutely essential for us right now. Look, there's a global climate emergency. There's no media outlet in Southern California that is responsive to the environmental movement as KPFK is
Right.
responsive to the science as KPFK is. We have all sorts of social issues, political issues, where KPFK gives voice to people who otherwise aren't heard in the media. It's just absolutely essential to keep on doing what it's doing.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
My name is Amy Goodman, and I'm host of Democracy Now!, a daily grassroots, global, unembedded, independent, international investigative news hour.
Thank you. So, how do you feel about being the keynote speaker at the 60th anniversary for KPFK today?
I'm really excited to be here to celebrate an enormous accomplishment, and that accomplishment is KPFK 60 years old. It's the first part of the first independent media network in this country, Pacifica Radio. It's not brought to us by corporations that profit from war. It's not brought to us by the weapons manufacturers. It's not brought to us by the oil, gas, coal companies when we cover the climate crisis. Not brought to us by the insurance industry or the drug companies when we cover healthcare. It's brought to us by listeners who are committed to getting independent information.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And could you tell us any projects that you're working on at the moment that you're very inspired about?
I've just returned from the Arizona-Mexico border covering the immigration crisis.
Wow.
And it is a desperate situation when this country was born and created by the people who are already here and the immigrants who came to this country. And now the president is trying to keep out immigrants. We're covering the terrible crisis on the border where thousands of immigrants over the years have died trying to make their way into the United States. It's an unacceptable situation.
Absolutely right. Well, we're very happy to see you here tonight. Thank you. All right. How do you feel to be here at the 60th anniversary for KPFK 90.7 FM?
Unbelievable. I feel fabulous. I feel excited. I feel proud of KPFK. 60 years of serving the community, of distinguishing themselves as a media platform and outlet that gives voice to the voiceless, that empowers communities. So 60 years of doing that and doing it in a way where they're not influenced by corporate greed. It's a home where it's funded by the people. It's power from the people to the people. So it's just an amazing feeling. It's wonderful, and I hope many people will support KPFK.
Definitely. And could you talk to us a little bit about your personal involvement in KPFK?
Oh my gosh, my personal involvement in KPFK. About a year and a half ago, I was approached to do a show on KPFK, and I'm the founder and co-publisher of Immigrant Magazine, which is actually online. And I just decided to bring that program to KPFK. And the reason I love that opportunity is because it gave us another platform to bring those voices. So now we're able to bring immigrants to the station to give them a home. So my involvement is actually as a host on KPFK. My show is called Impact with Pamela and Chang.
It's amazing. Thank you so much, Pamela.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Hello. How do you feel about being here at the 60th anniversary KPFK Gala?
This is the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me. I don't really leave my house very much. I actually broadcast from my basement. So this is the first time I've ever really been invited out. But
We have that in common.
yes! But this is, listen, if you don't understand how important this is tonight in Donald Trump's America, then I can't help you. We are in a crisis, and only patriots like the people that support KPFK can take our country back.
So talk to us. Do you have any exciting projects that you're working on at this moment?
I do. I have not just the Stephanie Miller Show, which airs on KPFK every weekday. I have Stephanie Miller's Sexy Liberal Podcast Network, which is all the smartest, funniest, best radio broadcasters in the country. I have me and Frangela and John Fugelsang and Randy Rhodes and Dean Obadala and, just on and on and on. And so, we're trying to, like KPFK is, if you build it, they will come. Look at all the people that are here tonight supporting KPFK. If you build great content, like with Amy Goodman and Tom Hartman and me, people will come, right?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, hi, welcome. How do you feel about being here at the 60th annual KPFK Gala?
Very happy to be here. They're a great station, and I've been on the station many times, and I like what they stand for, and I'm happy to play some music tonight for them with many other great talents.
That's amazing. And what is your personal involvement with KPFK?
Just been on the show and just support it, that's all.
Oh, thank you so much, and we are very much looking forward to seeing you tonight. Thank you. All right, so tell me, how do you guys feel about being here tonight at the 60th anniversary of KPFK and to be performing tonight?
Well, it's a radio station that's been doing this for 60 years in my hometown, giving information out that's unfiltered by corporate media. It's not fake news.
That's right. Yeah, it's a huge relief for that. And so, could you describe a little bit of your involvement with KPFK?
Whoa, I'm just a backer. I'm just a local dude who wants to get info that's true.
Who wants to support? That's great. Thank you so much. And then could you talk to us a little bit about any upcoming projects that you're very excited about at this moment?
Oh, well, personally, I'm on my third book.
Amazing.
It'll be out next fall. And it's about musicians that have inspired me. So I'm tipping the hat back to some of these greats.
Thank you so much. Great talking to you guys. Thank you.
Hola, viva Venezuela.
How do you feel about being here tonight at the 60th anniversary of KPFK and performing tonight?
Well, it feels great. I'm glad that the station lasted that long. That's a celebration in itself. Just the fact that they've survived for 60 years. That's a tremendous feat, particularly in today. How much of the listening has shifted from radio to computers.
Right.
But I believe that neighborhood, local radio stations are important because it's nothing like the human touch, and there's a certain sort of all the radio stations, even the ones on the internet, are genre-based radio stations: rock, jazz, classical, Latin. But this station, it's a real diverse a palette they have. All the music they play is from this show, that show, this kind of stuff. And they support local efforts. Like there's a lot of things that I do in town and in LA, and they always ask me to come on and talk about it. And you can't do that so much with internet radio. So it's a beautiful thing, man.
And is there anything music related that you're really excited that you're working on right now?
Me? Well, I finished a docudrama. I'm a film composer.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I finished a docudrama about a famous film designer called Halston.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was on a CNN film. So I finished scoring that. I'm very proud of that, and I hope they give this picture some awards because it's very, 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 very good. And that was fun. And so now, the other night in Detroit, I conducted the Detroit Jazz Orchestra for my debut of my score for the movie Boys in the Hood, the John Singleton movie Boys in the Hood. And we did a live version of the music along with picture. It was almost like you're at a drive-in movies. And we did it in Detroit, and it was extremely successful. And so I'll be doing more of that probably next year.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. Nice meeting you. Thank you. So please tell us how you feel about being here, the Brushmaster, at the 60th anniversary of KPFK.
This is so exciting. I mean, first of all, I got chills tonight because I got to meet Uncle Ruthie.
Yes.
Now, Uncle
yes.
Ruthie, as you know, is the longest standing, radio personality here at KPFK.
Right.
And I met her tonight. And so just that alone, the 60 years that they've been on the air is just, fabulous. And so we just got to keep it going,
Yes.
For more generations to hear.
That's right. And could you talk to us a little bit about your personal involvement with KPFK?
Over the years, I've, done some interviews with them. I've done some concerts for them, just like tonight. And so, so it's just trying to do whatever I can to help keep them going.
Right. And so now a little more personal. Do you have any exciting projects that you're working on at the moment? I know you wrote a book. Are you maybe thinking of writing another one, or what do you think?
Actually, yeah, I'm actually in the middle of writing a new book that's for.
Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's for musicians. But I'm also working on another recording project, which is interesting. I'm playing with Solar tonight. I'm doing another project with another tabla master by the name of Abiman over at UCLA. So, it's like a lot of little things on the table. So, to hopefully get them done.
Yes,
definitely.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Jen Tamara Arredondo.
My name is Aaron Arredondo, and I produce a show called The Boogly Wooglies.
It's very nice. And so are you guys performing here tonight for the 60th anniversary of PFK?
We're actually auctioning off a puppet to one of the highest bidders.
Oh.
And it'll be, do you want to say more?
Yes, it'll be a puppet in the likeness of the highest bidder. It will be boogly wooglyified, so there'll be multiple eyeballs and multicolored fur and whatnot.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Customized puppets. That sounds like a dream come true. And do you guys want to perform anything for us or do anything special? Oh, wow. Okay. So, how do you guys, the Boogly Wooglies, feel about being here for the 60th anniversary for this gala?
It's an amazing opportunity here. A rocking and a rolling and a rolling and a rocking.
How about you?
I'm thrilled to be here. I can't wait to meet Jack Black. He's my idol. He really is. Love him. Is this edible?
Not super edible. Happy to meet you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And just a little background on the show itself. It's called the Boogly Woogly Music Lessons. It's a story about the Boogly Woogly Band from the Boogly Woogly Land, and they come down to teach music and help inspire kids to be creative and playful and have fun.
Basically music education for the kids. So, it's putting out there, teaching music to the kids in a fun and creative way. So that's kind of sorely lacking right now. There's not a whole lot of programming that teaches music to kids, and we want to create that possibility for them.
Do you guys have a lot of involvement with with KPFK?
Yeah, well, we're active listeners, and we definitely donate and listen to the shows all the time, and yes, we do have an active involvement.
Yes, well, thank you so much. I'm sure people are going to be so excited for this item. Oh yeah, where can we find you guys and the Boogly Wooglies?
So right now it's on YouTube. If you Google Boogly Wooglies or just go to Boogly Woogly Music Lessons, you can find it there.
Thank you guys so much again. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure was all mine.
Bye.
Y aquí les reportó su presentador JB Nuñez y
Robert Giordano
de Lenguetazo desde Hollywood, California, y no se pierdan nuestros próximos programas por nuestro canal de YouTube VURTV Digital. Y no te olvides de suscribirte y darle a la campanita de la izquierda y seleccionar la primera opción para recibir todas las alertas de nuestros nuevos programas. Y no te olvides de darnos un like o un me gusta a nuestros videos y seguirnos por nuestras redes sociales de Twitter, Instagram, Facebook Live y Periscope como @VURTV Digital. Hasta la próxima edición. Bye bye.
Bye.
Y aquí les reportó su... No, espera. Espera, está muy lento eso, está muy lento.